Hi, I'm Quinn, the testing mom. The word test may strike panic and fear in your heart, especially when thinking that your little child will be tested. But don't panic. These days, children as young as 4 are regularly tested to get into private schools or gifted programs. And don't think you're off the hook if your child is going to a regular public school program. As soon as the year starts, kids are evaluated to see if they belong in the slow, average, or advanced reading, writing, or math groups. If you have a question about testing in young children, send it to testing at Building Blocks for Tots, and we'll try to address it in a future segment. Today's question is from Gina. She writes, "My 5-year-old son is getting ready to take an IQ test for a gifted assessment. He's a very competitive child and a perfectionist who doesn't like to try things unless he knows he can do them well. I'm concerned about what I'm going to tell him the test is. If I say it's just a pleasant meeting with a nice lady who will play some logic games with him, he'll get bored and not take it seriously. On the other hand, if I tell him it's a test, he'll probably become anxious and give up the first time he encounters a difficult question. Please help." Okay, Gina, don't use the word test to describe what your son is going to do. I'll give you 2 ideas of what you can say and pick the one that seems right for your son. First, you might say, "You're going to meet with a special teacher who wants to find out just how much 5-year-olds know. So do your best to answer her questions and show her how much kids have learned by the age of 5. Kids usually take the responsibility of representing kids their age seriously, and they give it their all. A second way to explain to your child why he's being tested is to say he's helping someone else out who wants to learn about children. Tell your child he'll be talking to a scientist or researcher who's interested in how kids learn and figure things out, which is true, and that he would be helping to contribute to what the world knows about kids and how they learn, and that by participating and doing his best, he'd be helping this scientist with her research. Kids love to help, so this should encourage your son to participate and do well. If you want to give your child more information so he'll know what to expect, say that he'll be working with blocks and puzzles and pencil and paper, and that the teacher or the scientist will ask him to draw some things and answer some questions. Challenge him to try as hard as he can on every task. Let him know that many of the things will be fun to do. Assure him that he isn't expected to be able to do everything that's asked of him because some questions are really meant for older children. Don't tell your child that he'll be playing games with a special teacher because he might not take the experience seriously. You can always promise your child a special treat if he does his very best while working with the teacher, but don't make the treat too extraordinary because you don't want him rushing through the test to get to the treat. I'm Quinn, the testing mom, preparing your child for all of life's tests.